So my little sister called me this morning. She's like the nice one, the soft one. And she told me to remember that we were raised to show respect to our elder. She said, be nice to Ms. Tina Knowles. And I am going to be nice. I'm going to be as gentle as I possibly can to Beyonce's mammy going on here. Ooh. But I have to say, I am not Becky with the good hair. Ooh. I'm not going to tolerate this, trying to play the culture, thinking everyone's going to think it's a slam dunk. Oh, no, we're not doing that. There will be a response here. So let me just back it up to give everyone a refresher of how this drama all started. So Kamala lost the election. And then people were stunned when a political reporter broke the story that despite having $1 billion in the bank at the start of this year, the Biden-Harris campaign ended with negative $20 million. This was the tweet. This is the reporter, Christopher Cadelago. He wrote Kamala Harris's campaign ended with at least.
So how come Ms. Knowles didn't talk to Christopher Cadelago, whatever his name is? How come he didn't say nothing about that? How come he say nothing about that? I don't know. Like I always say, it typically is always people who give me a hard time, people that look like me. And it looks like there's a lot of other people that got the same shit, but they ain't got nothing to say about nobody else. Anyway, child, let me let this play.
At least $20 million in debt per two sources familiar. She raised over $1 billion and had $118 million in the bank as of October 16th. So just a couple of weeks before the election, this woman had $118 million in the bank, and then it all magically evaporated. And then the DNC staffers and the campaigners began pointing the finger at one another as to who or what was to blame for this colossal failure and also just financial irresponsibility. And in the midst of the blame game, a Kamala campaign staffer leaked to the press. Make that clear. A Kamala campaign staffer leaked to the press with specific amounts that musical celebrities had been paid for their endorsements.
So according to y'all, there's people that quit Cam's campaign because they couldn't take it for whatever their reasons were. So the odds are it probably was one of them. Allegedly, child. I don't know. But it came from inside the house. It came from inside the house. You should be trying to figure out where that person is or who said that. That's what you should be doing. No, we're going to go ahead because we know that the colors don't like candy. We're going to go ahead and go after her. That's the easiest thing to do. Blah, 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 blah. Get the post taken down and then get favor for us over here.
The Stallion, they listed Eminem, and they listed Beyonce with specific amounts. So again, let's not forget this. The rumor came from Kamala's campaign and then it blew up and it was everywhere, absolutely everywhere. I was actually late to covering it. I was 4 days late to covering the news item on my own show.
She really black because she was late.
I'm just going to refresh your memory that this did not come from Candace Owens and everyone was reporting this. Here is Fox News, the show outnumbered, a host, 5 or 4 hosts discussing it. Take a listen.
So I was really curious to see, did any of those celebrities, Beyonce, $10 million. Did she vote for Kamala Harris?
Right.
I mean, and for one, just Megan Thee Stallion got, $5 million. I don't know. And Kamala Harris doesn't know what these people would do if they got that money. And as I understand it, some of the fundraising emails that you were just talking about were still going out Tuesday night at 10 p.m.
Okay. No.
Shout out to Long Neck, our girl. I'm okay with what's her name, Harris Faulkner, because I like her name. She's still got a long neck though, cha.
Response from Beyonce's mammy, then Patrick Bet David alongside Charlie Kirk and a host of other people discussed it on the PBD podcast. Take a listen.
They gave Oprah Winfrey $1 million. I bet Oprah's pissed off that they gave Beyonce 10 times what they gave her.
Chris Cuomo up there as well. Again, no response from Beyonce's mammy.
That's because they're white people. That's how I go, Candy. I know you know because they white people. But we are the white supremacists talking points. You know how this goes.
And then the biggest podcaster in the world, discussed it on his podcast alongside comedian Jeff Dye. Let's listen to Joe Rogan.
Died.
How much did Beyonce get? She got $10 million.
$10 million.
But hold on.
$10 million. So what do all three of those people have in common? I know Harris is on there, but let's just go ahead and say that it's Fox News, not necessarily Harris Faulkner, just because she happened to be speaking. What do all those have in common? Because you know the colors love to bring up color, right? Ignore all that. Candy said something. The black woman said something. Tether, non-tether, I don't care. It's the black biatch that we don't like that said something, so we gonna go at her. F all these white people. F all these white people. F all these bigger media platforms. Like she just said, the biggest podcaster in the world, daggone Joe Rogan. And you didn't go to him and say nothing about him and call him out. And PBD is a pretty successful podcast. You ain't had nothing to say to them? And nothing for Fox? The most racist station ever, Fox News? What? I've said that already before. Y'all be coming at me because you mad at what I'm saying, but you don't. It's only black people that be coming for me. Y'all never go over there to none of the white people. She just saying what I've already said. Y'all don't be going over there to none of them races. Y'all don't be going over there to any white people that's saying something against black people, but you come for the black people. Then you wonder how we don't get along or why we so divided? Why are you so jealous? Why are you trying to take a black person down? And then you turn around talking about, we got to help each other out. That's why Cam couldn't get elected. That's why Cam couldn't get elected. Because y'all do that shit all the time. And it happens to be a black woman coming at a black woman. And then who was looking for somebody to go vote for a alleged black woman? A bunch of black women. Y'all see how that work? I know you don't really want to see it. I know y'all really, not y'all. I know y'all really don't want to see it, but I know you see it. But you're going to ignore it and keep doing the same thing, just like Sonny and Anna, because they're going to put their heads in the sand, feet in the sand, and just be pouty and miserable instead of trying to resolve. But what do I know?
She talked for like 3 minutes. That's good.
What do you mean that's good?
I mean, that's enough.
That's too much.
No, it's plenty. It's perfect.
10 million.
It's a good deal. The taxpayers' money. I mean, it's a good deal. All these people that are like donating money to the Democratic Party, and there's $20 million in debt.
You
It's a crazy thing.
Mutants.
So it's worth noting that during this time frame, the Daily Mail, Newsweek, publications left and right went out to Kamala's campaign and Beyonce's team multiple times to confirm these reports, to confirm these amounts. Both refused to respond to it. So then Candace Owens covers it on her show, again, late to the party last week. And apparently this is what broke Beyonce.
Friday.
Beyonce just completely had some sort of a mental breakdown and called her mommy about this. And it's like Candace Owens is saying what everybody else has been saying for an entire week, but this is Candace Owens. And this must have been what led her team to decide to phone it in to Mark Zuckerberg, which, by the way, is 100% what happened. Take this to the bank, okay? Somebody had a contact at Meta. And they contacted Meta and said, can you take down Candace Owens' post, despite the fact that this went viral and it was everywhere? She wanted my post about it to be removed. And to be clear, in my post, I said, allegedly. Joe Rogan's not saying allegedly there. I was clear that it was a report. I was clear of where exactly the report came from and said that it was still pending because we were awaiting the FEC final report, which is supposed to come from Kamala's campaign, which would include amounts to Beyonce. And so when you have a report and when you're basically saying this is allegedly, it's coming from this campaign, there's no way that you can get this taken down from Instagram. Again, because those words allegedly, it's a report and we're waiting for a confirmation, protect you. There's no standard for this. And still, Beyonce and her team managed to get my post taken down specifically, my post being the only post that was taken down. I'm just showing you this.
Mm-hmm.
They flagged this as false information reviewed by third-party fact checkers. And you can still see the caption we put on that. We put the word allegedly next to it. Beyonce was paid $10 million to endorse.
Shout out to our favorite word. Shout out to our favorite word. But yes, like she said, so y'all went all the way around the mulberry bush to come to Candy was late. She did it on Friday. She was so late with that. Even I already covered it. And child, I ain't got no team like she do. She was late. She must have had something really important to talk about. And this is the only thing out of the New York Post, the Daily Mail, the Washington Washington Post, the New York Times. Child, please. This is so stupid. It's the same as over and over and over.
Endorse Kamala, ? Allegedly. So it's really shocking. Even in the article, they are rating this false, but they say that they can't debunk the report. It just says, well, there's no evidence for this just yet, which basically means, look, Beyonce's team's upset. We don't have evidence for it yet. So we're going to take it down just to placate them. Absolutely ridiculous, pathetic. I think it's spineless. And like, of all of the things that have been said about me on the internet, every day there's something fake that I said. I promise you, I never said it. I'm being attacked. I'm like, there's no clip of me saying it. There's no means for me to ever get it taken down. But she was able to do this. It was a total elitist move. Anyways, Mammy Tina decides to brag about these elitist connections that someone was clearly able to pull behind the scenes, able to pull these strings and target just Candace Owens. And she posted this to her Instagram page. She posted, so this, and this is a picture of my show page. So this has been flagged on Instagram as fake news and taken down. It's called false information. Sadly, other platforms with a lack of integrity still have it up. So she's admitting this is just a target of Candace Owens. The lie is that Beyonce was paid $10 million to speak at a rally in Houston for Vice President Kamala Harris, when in fact, Beyonce did not receive a penny for speaking at presidential candidate Vice President Kamala Harris's rally in Houston. In fact, she actually paid for her own flights for her and her team and total glam. She's not even aware of how privileged that sounds. They are not only lying and disrespecting Beyonce's name, but they are trying to further discredit the power of our vice president. When does the lies and rumors stop? She meant to say when do. Of course, you won't see this in the news. ! Times 5. Okay.
Oh, you mean the fake news? Because that's Donald Trump's fault. Because that's Donald Trump's fault. So she said Beyonce didn't get paid, but does Beyonce have a company like Oprah has Harpo? Would be the question. Because remember, Oprah said she didn't get paid, but then allegedly Harpo got paid. So through the transitive property, child. Anyway, these people are so full of shit. It's what the culture does.
Okay, so parking aside the fact that Tina Knowles is still grifting off her ex-husband's last name, so people know that she's related to Beyonce. To be clear, Tina and her ex-husband Matthew divorced 13 years ago. Her name is Tina Lawson, not Knowles, but let's keep up the Knowles so people can put some respect on your name. We have to seriously ask ourselves why she chose to target just me, which, by the way, this whole post, as cool as she thought she was, with John Legend in the comments, just being like, yeah, you got her. It was actually not well.
Oh, so John Legend was in the... So John Legend was in the comments, egging it on. Look, y'all, look. Child, I didn't even know that. These are the same people that was begging y'all to vote for Cam. And the first second that the damn election is over and all this stuff is going to happen based off of Donald Trump being in charge, and the only thing they got to do is come after another black woman. I don't give a shit if she's a tether, okay? The optics are exactly what I have said. This is why I don't be fooling with most of y'all. I ain't got time for no one who's trying to come for me only because you don't like what I like. You don't like the fact that I like what the fuck I like. I can like whatever the fuck I feel like liking, whoever the fuck it is, whatever the fuck it is at any fucking time. This is Child, now I'm getting mad. John Legend needs to shut the entire fuck up, since his wife over there talking about what they did with the Obamas. She said that shit. He the one out there embarrassed by her all daggone time. She the one out there running off at the mouth, getting taken down or whatever the hell was going on over there on Twitter because she can't shut the fuck up because you can't control your daggone woman. You out here looking like a punk ass biatch most of the daggone time. And you gonna get into the comments of the fucking shade room or wherever the hell this was from. That's all you got to do with your damn life. Don't y'all got 3 fucking kids that you need to be taking care of? You in the fucking comments trying to come at another black person. You trying to come at Candace Owens on the strength of fucking Tina Knowles, who out here doing what? Following Beyonce the fuck around, ma'am. You are pushing 70. You ain't got... You ain't got shit else to do but to follow fucking Beyonce all the way around. And I'm pretty sure you're not her manager, so I'm a little bit confused. I'm a little bit confused. I promise you, I don't give a damn. But when you come out here doing this type of shit, just like with Charlemagne over here with his shit, talking about they, instead of saying we. No, just blame somebody else. Just forget what I was doing. Everybody doing the Michael Jackson right now. Everybody doing the daggone child, what is it called? The backslide child, the moonwalk. Everybody doing the moonwalk like they wasn't right there doing the same shit. This is so targeted, it don't make no daggone sense. And actually, when they went to Piers Morgan, because remember we saw that Piers Morgan, after Jaguar Wright was on there, he had to come back and be censored because Jay-Z or his team or whoever the hell it was said, I'm gonna need you to handle that. And he came back and handled it on the strength of what Jaguar Wright was saying. Jaguar Wright honestly has been everywhere saying shit. How come they haven't shut her up yet? How come they haven't shut her up yet? I'm confused. It don't make no sense to me. Child. And then, just like y'all said, and I've seen other people say, Beyonce can't speak for her damn self. I mean, I know she don't come out and be on the internet like everybody else do until she got an event to go to. But damn, you are a grown-ass woman, mother to 4, if I'm not mistaken. 3 or 4, child. Whole husband. You told us all about the affair, allegedly. You can't even come defend your damn self? Come on, Candy, finish this up.
Well received by the public at all. So I'm going to show you the comments under the Instagram page which broke the story, which was the neighborhood talk. And you can see, we're just showing you these comments in a row. Somebody writes, Tina, hush. Next person says, she's basically saying they got a bigger bag than a messy 10 million. How preposterous is that? She then says, she lost me at discredit vice president. Hope when the receipts are publicly posted, that'll be the end of that, allegedly. Next person says, that ish public record, go ahead. Next says, I know she is Beyonce's mom, but she does too much. Next person says, Tina, give it up, please. On the following page, it's more of the same. Beyonce never speaks for herself. She was paid, Tina. Beyonce doesn't do anything for free. She got paid. Next person, she was definitely paid. This actually makes Kamala look bad because if the celebrities wasn't paid, then where is all that money at? And lastly, this person says all of these artists denying being paid and the campaign funds literally got drained to negative digits. How? 10 years ago, comments like that would have been unfathomable. That many Black people openly speaking out and questioning the queen in this way. The queen could do no wrong 10 years ago. Oh my gosh, if you said one thing about Beyonce, the whole hive came for you. You were over, you were done. Couldn't touch one hair on her pretty head. We now fast forward 10 years and you have Candace Owens casually stating that I don't even think that Beyonce's had a good album since 4. She's just a part of the establishment machine. Everything she does, no matter what, they pretend that it's amazing and that it's awesome. And quite frankly, it's not a challenge to her. It's not a challenge to her to be told, like her and Taylor Swift are, that everything they do is amazing, even when it sucks. So Beyonce and her mommy targeted me. This is my belief because I'm emblematic of something that frustrates them. It's a changing social economy in the world, where what has always worked for them in the past is no longer interesting to the public. This is an economy where authenticity pays. And Beyonce does not remember what it means to be authentic anymore because she's been playing the role of a queen for so long and she's grown so accustomed to simply visiting the Commonwealth every 4 years. She comes out. Nobody knows where she is for and she comes out and she reminds us all
that
who we should be voting for. Ah, yes. Hillary Clinton. Please, I'm here, Commonwealth. And people, remember, I am your queen, her and Jay-Z. Oh, yes, please vote for Kamala. As a mother, I'm telling you to do this. Like I said, 10 years ago, Beyonce and Jay-Z telling us who to vote for, that would have mattered, but it just doesn't anymore. Actually, it's annoying. People find it to be somewhat annoying. Beyonce, listen to me, girlfriend, because I know you're watching. You don't got a text from your mommy's burner account on Instagram. You're annoying now. It's just tired. Okay, you got to switch it up, do something new, seem like a person, pretend you care about the Commonwealth. Maybe every 2 years, come out, do a podcast, pretend to be a human being. All of this is just tired because thankfully we now live in a world that looks and sounds like this. Watch this clip of Donald Trump walking out at UFC over the weekend. The sound that you're hearing, Ms. Tina Knowles and Beyonce, are fighters, people that literally train their bodies in ways that are absolutely incredible. And most of them, in fact, all of them that I have met have backstories where they came from absolutely nothing. You're hearing blue collar workers, you're hearing truckers, you're hearing drivers, you're hearing people that Beyonce likely calls to fix things when they're broken.
Shout out to all our blue collar workers, veterans, and the elderly, and anybody else that's not necessarily elite, that's doing what they got to do to get by, because they do look at us like this. I don't care what anybody says.
Okay. Those are the people that are screaming, excited that Donald Trump has been elected. People who would never in a million years spend $2,000 for a seat to watch you sing at your concerts. And so simply, this is just not a world that Beyonce and her mommy know. That's what's happening. By the way, John Jones won the heavyweight belt that night. He defended his heavyweight belt that night. And when he did, he decided to do the viral Trump dance. Take a look at this. And then
Is that guy black? I can't tell.
he elected to give his heavyweight belt to Donald Trump, who was octagon side. Watch this, Beyonce. I know Beyonce is used to being bowed down to by Black women like me, calling her a queen. And when she sees people like him, she assumes that, of course, they don't support Donald Trump. No, they must be more enamored by her husband, Jay-Z, the Thug Life. Maybe that's the music he should be walking out to. That is, I believe, what Beyonce and her mommy think. That is why they're frustrated with people like me who don't respect that anymore. There's nothing that you do that I respect. And I don't dislike you. I want to be very clear. I don't find Beyonce to be someone that is bothersome in any way, but I'd like some answers. I think the public, if you want to start with being authentic, maybe give us some answers about Diddy's parties. Your husband's been close with him. You think we're just going to pass all by that and you're going to flip your hair and talk about another one of his affairs, and people are going to lose interest in it because your mommy is tweeting and calling things fake news that haven't even been confirmed to be fake news? I would really caution you to see which way the wind is blowing, girlfriend, because it is not in your favor. And that's all I'm going to say on that topic.
Woo! Child! Woo! Ether, child.
All right, guys.
Let me take that face off. Let me get this picture right here. Child. I ain't even gonna do that to you, Candy. Candy came in and just flamed her. She flamed her. Child, I need to be like her so I don't be over here like cussing and having a daggone fit. She did the damn thing. Shout out to Candy, child. I ain't got no problem with Beyonce either, but all this is absolutely ridiculous. Well, the only thing that I have a problem with is the same old crap. These are people that are going to talk about they like Black people, they care about Black people, and the only people they have smoke for are Black damn people. That's it. That's all. Especially like she said, all these people and publications that were speaking about this, and this is the only person you came to. And the comments that she read are the comments that I saw. So there are a lot of people that are tired of this too, which is a good thing. Instead of typically saying, Candy is wrong and she, whatever they want to say it is at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them for at least seeming like they're about to come around.
They know better than to feed me anything because I do not care.